So one of the questions that everyone's been asking me concerning saddles is how do you move the seat wedge and how do you move the D that holds up the stirrups. Eli just sent me his brand new system, and you can kind of see how it's shaped like a capital D. This would be in the front. The newer system has the rounded D rings at the bottom, which give you more flexibility as you're going up and down hills. You can put your legs forward or back. It's not a fixed position. So I'm going to be putting this on today. Not sure if I can record the whole thing because it's going to be a long video. It takes a little while to do this. But I'll start with taking the seat and changing the seat wedge. So you want to unbuckle the candle bag that he sends with your saddle, and mine's rather dirty because this is a well-used candle bag. And then each of the straps gets removed from underneath the seat cantle, underneath the Cheyenne roll. This is probably one of the quickest procedures you can do, is actually moving the cantle wedge. It doesn't take long, and I've often done it on the trail. Just hop off Missy and remove it. One of the things that helps with taking off the candle bag is to set the saddle on end, because when the candle bag flops down, it's easier. And that's probably the hardest part of taking off or removing the seat wedge, is removing that candle bag. Okay, 2/3. A lot of people don't even bother with it, but if you're a trail rider like me, I'll show you what I have in it. I find it very handy. Okay. And the final one. You might have noticed that I have my pad attached underneath. Candle bag is gone. I do that, and my Latigos have broken. I need to fix some of them. But I do that with little Latigo strings. You can see them here. I do that because it keeps my saddle clean, and I never have to think about where in the world to get my get everything hooked up. I have to throw it in, make sure it's all adjusted. It's instantly adjusted, so it's almost like an English saddle in that respect, where I leave the pad attached. So in my candle bag, I always keep a pair of safety glasses, because when I'm riding on trails, I want to be certain I'm not getting a stick in the eye. Here in Pennsylvania, we have a lot of sticks. They tend to always be at eye level. I keep a spare set of reins. These are barrel reins. Just a simple basic set. My horse is not a difficult horse to ride, and this will do the trick. She neck reins are direct reins, so I don't have to think about that. I always keep a thing of sunscreen. Again, you're out on those trails, you're baking. I've helped a lot of kids out with that one. A hoof pick. A fire starter kit. This is just a little manganese stick and a piece of metal. You scrape it and you can get sparks. It's kind of cool. You can buy them on eBay or you can buy them on Amazon. And a lighter if I can't get something started. I'm not sure why I have that lighter in there, but if I need it, it is there. And that's my candle bag kit. And my nail scratch safety glasses. It went in much smoother than it's coming back in. Okay. So one last buckle here. Once I have the candle bag off, it's rather easy. Again, it just loops under the Cheyenne roll. If you can see over there, there's little straps under there, or little, not D rings, but rectangular rings. This one needs to come off as well. And now you can start to hear my Velcro moving. There are people who use this saddle with no straps underneath at all. It does work. But the thing I found with that is I use those straps for about everything, and I do want to bring my camel bag with me. So the straps really help. I've strapped in my rain slicker, I've strapped in hoof boots, I've strapped in small puppies, not quite, but just about everything under there. All right, one last one on the side here. Then we're gonna lift up the seat. Now people often ask if they can have a higher cantle wedge. This is our cantle wedge right here. Hopefully you can see that. The answer is yes, you can get a higher cantle wedge. But the thing I've noticed is the higher the cantle wedge, the shorter the distance, which means your seat is going to be smaller. So this seat here can go up to, this is a small, and this one can go up to a 16 and a half. I chose mine in black and chocolate. My original reason I chose it in those colors is I do like the contrasting suede and black leather. But I also thought that if I got on the trail and I got my saddle scratched up and looking nasty, I could simply take a Sharpie marker and fix it. Well, that became moot because I've learned since then that I've gotten deep scratches and nothing comes through. Eli is very particular about his leather, so the leather holds up even through those deep scratches. So Eli's given me some tips on this. I didn't really think about it until just recently. He said the easiest way to get your seat wedged forward, or to get your seat folded forward, is going to be with a spatula. He often takes the spatula, sits down eating with the children, tells them stories, and works on these seats like that. Because it does take a good bit of oomph to get that seat forward. People often ask, well, will the cantle wedge move? It doesn't move. This thing is secure. Once that Velcro is down, it's not going anywhere. All right, I'm gonna have to go further than this because I'm gonna have to get to the underside to put my new stirrup hangers on. This saddle's an older model, so Eli asked me if I wanted to put new hangers on. That's gonna take a little while, and probably another video, but for now, we've gotten to the seat wedge. Tiny keeper buckle right here. Mine should have been in here. I must have moved it and not put it back, but it goes through a little keeper right there. And then it's very simple. Start at a corner, lift up. Voila, look at that dirt. Oh my goodness, I need to clean my saddle. It's winter time, I should be doing this now. Now my seat is fine for moving. I can move this all the way up to here. I've seen people actually when they want to bring like their grandchildren or a small child, they'll move it clean up almost the front. And when you do that, you can make this into a teeny tiny little seat. When you're ordering your saddle, keep in mind everything is changeable. If you go with a smaller seat wedge, this is our seat wedge again. This is about, my hand is 4 inches, so this is about 4.5 inches. If you go with a smaller seat wedge, your saddle's going to be bigger, but you won't have as much, you won't be as deep seated as you will be with this larger seat wedge. There's times that somebody wants to have a friend come along and ride who's larger than they are, and in that case, I've seen people already put it way back here and just simply use the Velcro to hold it in, and you get another inch out of your saddle. It works. It's a simple thing, and since it only takes a moment or two, you see, just to seat forward, it doesn't take long to change it. This is probably the easiest adjustment on your saddle. I think that's pretty well everything. I guess I'll show you putting this back together since we're here. You can cut out of the video if you want to, or you can follow me doing it, putting it back. I'm probably not going to do it the entire way, simply because I want to change my stirrup hangers. So there we go. I made a small mistake here. I turned it upside down. I'm going to put it this way. That doesn't work. So you have to put it this way. I'm putting mine on my larger setting because I'm wearing winter clothes, and it's nice to have plenty of room to wiggle. The Velcro is very grippy, and it does hold you in. So it has good and bad to it. For me, I like it. I've always chosen Velcro. I'm sorry, I've always chosen suede. The suede holds you in, not Velcro. And mine, like I said, is several years old. And it's still, I'll take a brush to it every now and then. It's dirty right now because it's sitting in my barn. But I'll take a brush to it now and then, and it still looks fairly new. He uses great quality leather. So that does hold up well. Sometimes I've had an old suede Simcoe, and by the time I'd used it a year or two, it was all shiny. This is not like that. Okay, thank you for watching, and I'll try and show the second half of this. We'll be putting in the saddle stirrup. There's a stirrup holder. That'll involve lifting up the seat further, which is a bit involved, and then we can put that in. Thank you.